Okay, so the world's largest economy also is one of 2 nations in the world without paid maternity leave.
Shocking.
How perfectly does this fit in? So the other place, so we're comparing a few different things here. So Papua New Guinea is apparently considered the worst possible location to be if you're a woman that is planning on giving birth or in a situation where she's having a child. If you are in that situation, you are pretty much SOL.
In Papua New Guinea.
Yeah,
But in America, I mean, you're
pretty much SOL too. You better hope that you have some sort of buffer or a man to help you out that doesn't lose their job and gets maybe paid paternal leave for the exact same thing you're there for.
It's pretty sad. I mean, and here's the thing. There's been so many efforts to really working on trying to fix this. I mean, you know, Kristen Gillibrand, New York senator, she's proposed a paid parental leave bill in 2013 in concert with the president pushing for this. So many folks have pushed to try to get paid leave. And what you hear from Republicans is the same broad answer. That's going to hurt businesses. But I feel as though every time, and no matter what the policy is, whether it's the minimum wage, whether it's, you know, getting rid of segregation, the Republicans' response is always the same. Well, that's going to hurt businesses.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm concerned, I think our country only got better when we desegregated. And our country only got better when we put women in the workplace.
Because we take advantage of all of our things that we have that are different from each other and push them all to work together to drive our economy, drive what we have in place. So there is a specific example of what has gone on in the past few years that have kind of brought down maternity leave in the workplace. So Tracie Egan Morrissey actually had a horrible circumstance where she had 3 months paid leave, which she thought was a great thing for her job. But then after those 3 months, the first day, she was forced to leave her child at a daycare, which she thought felt unnatural. And when she did that, she told the daycare person she would be back at noon to feed the child. So the child is 3 months old at this point, is left at daycare. She turns the corner to feed her child at the daycare she left it at and finds the daycare provider performing CPR on her 3-month-old child.
My Lord. That's awful.
So that day, her child passed away. And she is not blaming the daycare provider. She's not blaming her job for having 3-month leave, but she's blaming the system for forcing women to leave their children at that point in time and for confusing people to think that they should leave their child before they feel it's natural to do so.
I think that's exactly right. And I think if you look at here's the thing. We say that America is the world's largest economy. We say how great America is and how exceptional America is compared to the world. But if you look at the developed world, Germany, our leading competitors, Germany, Japan, Norway, Finland, the United Kingdom, France, all these countries offer their people almost a year off after they have a baby, right? And they help them. Right? It's what we call, and what economists call the caring economy, an economy that understands that being a working mother is an input into making our economy great.
Yeah, because it's not even that you're helping the mother who's already at a point in her life where she can have a child.
You're helping the child.
Yeah, you're creating a relationship that is so necessary for humans to have a great life.
And the better the child, like the more love and the more nourishment and nurturing the child has in the early stages makes them more productive employee and a productive member of our economy in the long run.
Yeah, it's frustrating to see that it's a continuous cycle, and
it's just the GOP so damn short-sighted. They're just so damn short-sighted.
And it's frustrating because half of these men that are part of that system probably had their mother the entire time because they were a stay-at-home mom. And I know that's a horrible thing to just conclude, but at the same time, I feel like those conclusions are kind of maintainable.
And even the ones who aren't, like, you think about somebody like a Marco Rubio, whose parents were like, who washed dishes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, do you think out of all the people, you would have a little bit of compassion?
Yeah, for how hardworking they were and how much they would have used something like that.
You want to make sure that other people get raised where, like, they could be home with their kids, and you will go out there and sell a policy that would hurt people like you being, you know, even in the Senate. I don't get it.
I don't know. So many of these things are tied together and they're frustrating because, yes, you may have paid leave, but at the same time, you may not be paid enough to actually have a buffer for your leave to make a difference. And
That's exactly right.
I don't know. Too many things together.